was once asked the question, why listen to classical music? Perhaps that thought's gone through your mind once or twice as well. His response is worth considering. Imagine having Einstein talk to you, or Gandhi. Think about that for a moment. What an opportunity. If Doctor Who and his blue TARDIS suddenly appeared in front of you, and you could be whisked away through time, who would you most want to talk to? How alert do you think you'd be during that conversation? Well, in a concert, Mozart and Bach are talking to you. You don't need Doctor Who to engage with a composer. Now, what Ma is saying about Mozart and Bach is also true about Beethoven and Vivaldi or any other great composer. Ma is simply focusing our consideration onto a specific example, and not because listening to Mozart's music makes you smarter. It's the best of them communicating with you through time and space. Mozart und Bach haben Deutsch gesprochen, but we don't need to know German to understand them. They speak to us through their music in the immediate moment, face to face, as it were. You're listening to the crystallization of great minds. I'm intrigued by that word, crystallization. I'm a musician, so I rarely geek out on science, I'm sorry to say. But my understanding is that a crystal consists of molecules that are highly structured and ordered. And as a result, it's often an object of great beauty. In our case, Mozart is not communicating to us through a random cacophony of sound, but through nonverbal thought patterns. Say it again, nonverbal thought patterns of penetrating logic and intense beauty. A musical crystal, if you will. Also, think about the end of that sentence. Great minds. Such individuals don't exist on some ethereal plane that the rest of us mere mortals can never understand. E equals mc squared aside. Instead, if we pay attention, they can lift our perceptions to horizons that we would never have encountered if left on our own. Maybe you're thinking by now, okay, I'll bite. How do I interact with Mozart? Well, as tempting as it might be to use one of these, it's not necessary. I have a number of tips I could share, but the MacGyver clock is ticking, so I'm only going to give you two. First, pay attention. Having a serious conversation with a good friend and engaging with music use the same skills. Put down the phone, listen intently. If you were having a tete-a-tete with our good friends Einstein or Mozart, or Einstein or Gandhi, or the Queen of England, or on your first date, you would not be multitasking. Second, give it time. Most things in life that are fulfilling and worthwhile cannot be experienced in those 3 magic minutes. It takes a bit longer. Mozart can convey ideas of pure beauty, ecstatic joy, the ache of sorrow and loss, and a host of other thoughts and emotions, and never once do it within 180 seconds. So, let me conclude by answering the question, why listen to classical music, with a personal example. One of my favorite compositions is Mozart's Laudate Dominum. It's a work for soprano soloist, choir, and orchestra. Words are inadequate to describe its ethereal melody, so elegant in its simplicity. When combined with its gently pulsating rhythms and harmony, it encapsulates for me the serene perfection of beauty. Listening enriches and deepens this brief moment in time that is my existence. It reminds me that there's something greater than myself. There's something eternal, something timeless. And for that, I'm humbled, I'm grateful, and I respond with love. Thank you.